Warning: the following reaction may contain spoilers for The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 video games, which may spoil the television series. Viewer discretion is advised. Today, on The Last of Us.
Oh. Yeah. Climb, climb, climb. Oh. It's happening this episode. Oh, no, 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 no. It's going to happen. It's happening. They're doing it. Hello, humans and infected. My name is Rhett. Welcome back to the reaction channel. Still new. Still working things out. But we're getting there. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you for joining us. Today we are watching The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. I can't remember what it's called. So we are continuing The Last of Us Season 2. The first episode we watched pick up like right at the end of Season 1, where Joel basically lies to Ellie that what he said about the Fireflies was true, and it's not. Then we jump to Abby and her crew, having just buried the people that Joel massacred, and then we get a 5-year jump, and we are at the point where Ellie and Joel, they've had a falling out at some point. Those who have played the game know what the falling out is. People who haven't can assume that it has to do with what Joel did and lying about it. So they're a bit estranged right now, and things are awkward. Joel is in therapy, which is actually kind of good to have during that kind of environment when the world has gone to crap, and especially with all that Joel has been through, he could really use therapy. And we also found out that the therapist, Gail, I think her name was, her husband was Eugene, and we find out that Joel shot and killed him, probably because he became infected. Eugene became infected at some point. So Joel didn't really have much choice, but Gail resents him and hates him for it. It's going to be interesting for Joel to know about that, and then when he encounters Abby later, what he did to her and how she hates him for it. We're going to get to see all of this stuff just hitting Joel, with Gail and Ellie and Abby hating him. There's going to be an event coming. I don't know if it's going to happen this episode. They can't really draw it out to the end of the season. I think they're going to try to get it moving soon. If not this episode, then I'm thinking the next episode. Later than that, I don't know. It would be a good idea to push that event any later than the next episode. We had Tommy and Ellie bonding. We got to see Joel and his work. He's doing his contract work, so building homes. But they can't keep up with the amount of refugees they've been taking in, so they're running out of homes to put people in. They can't keep up with demand, basically. We see Ellie and Dina and their interactions with each other. We see Jesse. We got to see them go on a patrol, and Ellie encountered a new type of zombie that they hadn't seen before, which are stalkers, which anyone who's played the game knows those. They're pretty memorable because they'll run and hide and then jump at you from nowhere. And then we got the New Year's Eve party where Ellie and Dina danced and kissed, and that guy Seth made a bigoted comment, and then Joel shoved him to the ground. And Ellie resented Joel for doing that, for getting in the way and saying that she doesn't need his help. So then there was pipes at the beginning of the episode filled with like roots, and apparently in those roots the fungus, the cordyceps, were hiding in there, and they felt the heat from a sparkler, so it's likely going to alert a horde, and the horde might attack Jackson. We also saw Abby and her crew finding Jackson. And so, if this is the episode where it happens, then it's really gonna suck. People who played the game know. I'm trying to not to say it outright. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but you know what? It's really hard. I'll put up a spoiler warning before all of these Last of Us videos because I'm gonna talk about the game and the events that happen in there. So if you don't want to be spoiled about things that might happen in the future of this season, in the future seasons, yeah, I'll put a spoiler warning saying that it might get spoiled for events. Last we saw, Abby and her crew arrived, and there's probably going to be a zombie horde coming. So that's where we are. So I think we can go ahead and start. Oh, if this is the episode, it's gonna suck. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm watching this on Max, HBO Max, or just Max, whatever. Watch it on Max or HBO. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Okay, straight into the credits. So my friend told me that, you know how in the beginning of the first season they were saying, what if the world gets a little bit warmer, then maybe the cordyceps will adapt to work on a more warmer being, because humans are too warm, basically, for cordyceps to invade them. But my friend said that it's possible that the human body has been slowly lowering in temperature, so it could be that the humans will lower in temperature so that cordyceps will take over us. So there's that. Okay. Oh, so we are getting some more of Abby, so that's good.
He's dead.
Oh, she's dreaming.
I don't know you. His brains are on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not as much as I was hoping to get. Crap. Alright.
Let's just say we get past the gates, the guards, the patrols.
They also got dogs.
Yeah. So this is interesting. We didn't get this in the game with them trying to figure out how they're supposed to. But they know that Joel's there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's cold. But they are in Wyoming, so.
Fucking hour out here.
Okay, so we're actually focusing on them quite a bit. So that's good. We get to know them better. We didn't really get to know much about any of them,
You
really.
don't actually have a plan, do you?
The plan is to convince her to go back. Because if we don't, the only people getting killed out here are us.
Yeah, she's... Abby's not gonna go for that.
Come in.
So is this Jesse coming to get her for patrol? Oh, the guitar's already back.
Hey. Wow, you look like shit.
Dude, what do you want?
I heard you had quite the night after I left.
Yeah. Yeah, she kissed me.
You kissed her?
No?
Wow, Ellie, come on. We've been broken up 1 week and you made a move on her?
I didn't. I wouldn't do that.
I'm screwing with you, man. I already know. I don't care. Come on, get dressed.
You're the worst.
Jesse's awesome.
It's kind of fucked up you did that, though.
What's everyone doing?
Council put the town on alert. Last night, Kylie and Max found a pile of dead infected near 7 cabins.
Oh, this is different.
Okay.
Okay.
They didn't think anything of it until 30 live ones broke through from underneath the corpses.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
They're using their own dead like insulation, so you two hash it out. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go on patrol with him.
He already went out.
What? Who's who?
Dina left an hour ago. For
Oh,
what it's worth, he wanted to go with you, but he said we should let you sleep.
that's definitely
Let's hit the
different.
restaurant.
Okay.
Now for the rest of us, where do we go? Up, that's right. Rooftop, second
Okay.
floors, what do we bring? That means
This is cool. We get to see their
we're on alert. Sidearms, rifles,
their plans.
Keep trust me on that one. Any questions?
Getting to see all their contingencies and everything is really neat.
Leaders, spread the word to your neighbors.
Oh, there's this guy.
Me. Stay where you are.
You be safe out there.
Yep.
Yeah, not much different. He tried. I'll give him that.
Are we worrying about that?
Nah, it'll just be up in the mountains.
Yeah, it's not staying in the mountains. We know it's not. Okay, so we know Abby's not gonna want to go back. So it's Joel and Dina who went out together, not Joel and Tommy. So, yeah, that's definitely gonna change how things go. Yeah, see, there's the blizzard that was supposed to stay in the mountains.
Mountaintop, repeat.
Okay, so, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna ask if Tommy's not gonna be there, what's his role gonna be for the rest of this?
What?
What spot?
This way!
Oh, man, so it's not gonna be Ellie and Dina in the... Oh, yeah, this is definitely not the same. But that's fine. But there is the weed. So this is still Eugene's weed farm.
You hallucinating?
Guy makes it through a war. End up going out like that.
And it's
What are you gonna do?
just another thing that Ellie's gonna feel guilty about.
Yeah.
That, you know, her whole survivor's guilt with her immunity while everyone else dies from it. Because she's been bitten like 3 times in the series so far. And she survived. Everyone else doesn't get that. Oh. Okay, so this is where the horde is. So are all of them gonna... Oh, that's really bad. Oh. Wow, this is being done very well. Oh, jeez. Oh, maybe they're not thawing. It's just that the live ones are coming out. Okay. Oh. Yeah. That's... Ooh. Oh, yep, there they go. Ooh. Climb, climb, climb. Oh. Kick. There you go. Keep going. Man, oh, here it is. Yep. Ah. Yeah, this part was so freaky in the game. Ah. There it is. Whew. Yep, that's Joel.
You good? And it's all we got. Are your friends armed?
Yeah.
Good. We're gonna need them. Get on.
Okay. Yep. It's happening this episode. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Oh, jeez. That is a holy crap. Whole lot. Oh no, they're turning. Because they sensed, yeah, okay. They sensed it in Jackson.
Get off the street!
Basements. Is that the best contingency, I guess? I don't know. Because you're pretty much just trapping yourselves underground. How long can you survive down there? Do you guys have food to last a while? Because if the infected overrun this place... Eee. Dang. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's good. That should get like a good amount of them. Because they're all just gathering right at the wall. Oh, yeah. This isn't really a plan they could test, I would think. So they're really lucky that it's working as well as it is.
Fast!
It's gonna be so bad. Oh, this episode is just... Okay, where are they going now? Are they going around? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's a bloater. It's gotta be a bloater. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh. Yeah, see, like, the whole basement thing, just, oh, God. God, this is just chaos all over. Oh, good lord. Did you block, you ran yourself into a dead end? Shouldn't you have known the layout? Oh, God. Oh, oh, you need something. You need accelerant or something. Oh, yee. Oh, you lucky, lucky man. Oh, and now we're here. Yep, it's coming back to bite you.
We're not gonna hurt her. What do we look like?
Military.
You know, Joel.
Fireflies.
Used to be. At least you're honest.
Oh no, here it comes. Oh, God.
I saved your life.
What life?
Oh!
But I looked at him. I saw him. I was 19.
Man, she's killing it.
I've been in a militia for 5 years now. There are just some things everyone agrees are just fucking wrong.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job. Oh. And they are going with it. Okay.
You don't get to rush this.
It's going to happen. It's happening. They're doing it.
Joel, get up. Joel, get up. Please don't do it, please. Please don't. Please don't. I'm gonna kill you.
Wow. Oh, good God. They really amped up the intensity for this episode. Good Lord. They added all this stuff happening in Jackson at the same time. Oh, did he already... Does he already know? Are they dragging him? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's talk about it, I guess. Okay, so I filmed a review immediately after watching the episode, but I finished watching after 11 in the evening, and I was tired, and I was rambling, and I don't think I was very coherent. So I'm going to try again the next day and see if I'll be a bit more understandable in my thoughts. So this was the episode, Abby kills Joel. So there it is. When this happened in the game, I actually half expected it, so I wasn't too surprised when it happened. I wasn't spoiled, I just had a feeling that something like that would happen. But watching it again is still difficult because it's a very brutal death, and the whole situation was just very messed up. Now, the beginning of the episode, we got a little bit more of Abby's context for why she's doing, but I still think the show didn't do a good enough job of providing more context. They needed to show more of Abby and more of her father, because in the game, you didn't really get any of that until about halfway through. And that sort of thing just makes Abby a disliked and hated character. But you're not given the time to see her point of view. You don't get the context of her actions. So it basically just makes the viewer, the player, whichever, immediately hate her. Which is understandable, she killed Joel. But looking at her past, it's understandable because Joel killed her father. And he did it pretty dispassionately. Like, he didn't really care. He was all focus on saving Ellie with no regard to anything else. Which, considering Joel's past, is understandable. But was it the right thing to do for Joel to do all that? I don't know if it was the right thing. I know it was wrong, more from a... Well, you know, it's a whole question of what is right and wrong, isn't it? Because he did it to save Ellie, whom he loves. But in doing so, he killed people that other people love. So, in doing so, he pretty much caused the situation that got him killed by doing that. Now, was Joel wrong? Yes, but it's understandable why he did it. He was wrong, but he was also right, because the Fireflies were also wrong in that they didn't give Ellie the choice whether or not she wanted to do this procedure or not. So it's a complicated situation. Now, Abby lost her father, who was murdered, cold-bloodedly murdered, dispassionately murdered, and yeah, again, we don't get to see their relationship beforehand. We don't get to see what kind of man the doctor was. So it's very difficult this early to sympathize or empathize with what Abby's going through with such limited knowledge. Now, was Abby right to do what she did to Joel? No. But again, it's the same thing. It's understandable. Joel killed her father. If anyone loves their father and that happened to them, what would that person do? I mean, if you put yourself in her situation, what would you do? What would any of us do? So it's understandable, but it's still wrong. Thus, we have the cycle of vengeance, right? Abby wanted vengeance for Joel killing her father. And now, Abby has killed Joel, who was essentially Ellie's father. And now Ellie has sworn vengeance on Abby and the rest of her group. So, cycle of vengeance. That's how it's going to work. And the cycle of vengeance is one that can become endless, because that's just the nature of vengeance. It doesn't end unless someone chooses to end it, right? So we'll see how this goes. I know what's going to happen next, but it's going to be a difficult journey, a difficult watch to see the characters we've come to care about take dark roads and become less of the people we knew them to be. That being said, the rest of the episode, the attack on Jackson was incredible. The amount of extras, assuming they used extras, I don't know, it looks like they used real people. I don't think there was too much CG in there, but that's the thing about CG. When it's done well, you can't tell. Either way, it looked amazing. And the whole plan that Jackson had in case something like this happened was well done, well thought out, but they are very lucky that it worked as well as it did, because it's not really the sort of thing you can test out, like with the barrels of gasoline. There's just hope that it works the way you want it to, and luckily for them, it did. However, it wasn't enough to stop the horde completely, because a bloater showed up, broke through the wall, and they breached the defenses. And then that's another thing. I know there isn't too much choice in how to secure yourselves in this situation, but going down into the basement, you are essentially trapping yourselves. So if everything goes to crap up above, you're pretty much screwed down below. Again, I don't know if there was another way they could have done that. That's one of those, you have to hope that things work out above in order to come back out from the basement. Let's see, what else was there? Abby and her crew, you could see some of the discomfort that some of them had about the situation, especially Mel, the doctor lady. We can see how some of them didn't want to... They were okay with the killing of Joel. It was the collateral damage they weren't sure about, like when Abby suggested capturing a patrol and forcing them to tell Joel, and like what would you do with them after that if you even could get the information out of them. Owen wanting to try to convince Abby to give up. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. She's been looking for this vengeance for 5 years, and I don't think she would have stopped regardless of what she had to go through, even if it killed her. Because like when Joel said, "I saved your life," she was like, "What life?" Because this has all she's been living for the last 5 years. So getting her to stop was not going to happen. What effect will this have on the others with what she did? I know some of it from what I've played, but the show is going to be different because it's already been different. We'll likely get to see how some of them feel in the aftermath in the continuing episodes. What else is left to talk about? Well, I guess it's pretty much just the performances. Every character did an excellent job with their performances. Bella Ramsey's performance when asking Joel to get up, yelling at him, begging him, and then begging Abby not to do it. Heartbreaking and very, very well acted. Abby and her explanation to Joel, her monologue about who she is and what he did to her and how she was going to do what she did despite the supposed code that she was taught not to kill a helpless person. Pedro Pascal, always excellent. You could see it in his face when Abby was confronting him, his realization and what was about to happen. Tommy, at the very end, him breaking down when I'm pretty sure is when he finds out that Joel has been murdered. You could just see him break down, and a very good job by Gabriel Luna, I think his name is. Please let that be his name. This cast is just incredibly good. The guy who plays Jesse did a very good job. Even the guy playing Seth. I mean, yeah, the guy said some really crappy things. Now his apology, I don't know how sincere it was. It seemed to be sincere. I couldn't say for sure, but he made an attempt at the very least, and he did apologize, and he did look remorseful. Whether or not he was actually remorseful, I couldn't say, but he did try, so I give him that much. Maria, she did amazing again. Anybody else to talk about that had a major part? Dina didn't have much to do, but when she was captured, you could see the fear and everything. Yeah, the performances in this episode were just incredible. What's going to happen next? I know where it's going to go because of having played the game. How they're going to go about it? Not exactly sure. Perhaps we'll get an actual funeral for Joel this time. We didn't get to see one in the game. And then we'll probably have Ellie leaving for Seattle to follow the wolves so she can start her quest for vengeance. Dina will likely go with her. How they'll go about it, not sure if they'll get permission or sneak out or what. Not sure what's going to happen to Tommy, how he's going to be involved. Whether he's going to go or sneak out also. Abby and her crew, they'll head back to Seattle. I still want to see more of her backstory told. They're not giving us enough of it early enough to give us an understanding of her character. Her speech to Joel gave us a lot, but again, we need more, and I'm hoping we get that in the next episode. The amount they've given us so far is more than we had in the game, but I'd still like to have that story told sooner. We might get some scenes of Seattle. We might get Isaac, the leader of the wolves. So, funeral, quest, Seattle. That's my guess for episode 3. Okay. I think that went a lot better than my immediate review after watching the episode because I was exhausted. It was after 11 in the evening and watching Joel die again was crushing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe somewhere down below. And I hope to continue this. Again, we're still fairly new at this reacting thing. It will take some time before we're fully comfortable with it. But that being said, thank you again, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.